These animals come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are fast, some are dangerous. Some, however, are famous. Like the mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex. Discovered originally in the United States. Tyrannosaurus Rex originally lived in the United States of North America, and they were one heck of a killer. And Tyrannosaurus Rex is by far up there with the most famous dinosaurs in pop culture and in cinema culture. So far, as of us being on this island, our scientists have concluded that there is over at least 6 different versions of Tyrannosaurus Rex currently discovered in terms of different colors. This one right here is a dark brown one with black on its back, as you can see here. However, some Tyrannosaurus Rexes have this kind of color. A greenish-like color to help them blend in with their environment. There is also this version of the green one, and it is quite unique. It has a cream underbelly with some black spots on its back, but also still the same green hue they use to blend in with their environment. However, T-Rexes have also been known to come in colors such as these. A nice, light, brownish color. These are usually colors typically resembled by the females. Sometimes they would also come in this color, a very shiny brown. This brown is characterized by being more shiny than others. However, by far the rarest T-Rex color of them all, thanks to genetic malfunctions during the T-Rex's development in the egg, and also thanks to genes and, well, other circumstances, Tyrannosaurus Rexes have possibly come in this color, but sadly this color has only been recorded in 2 instances throughout this island. The footage you're about to see, this footage was captured all the way back in 1987, where this T-Rex was the last T-Rex of its kind, with this beautiful, remarkable golden colors. This Tyrannosaurus Rex has just had kids, and back in 1987, the kids grew up into mighty Tyrannosaurus Rexes. However, the other 2 siblings did not make it through life, but the last one managed to start its own family and pass on its genes to its offspring, thus resulting in more golden T-Rexes soon, hopefully. Now, they're not actually gold. Their skin is just very, very shiny. We just refer to them as golden T-Rexes, since they look like they've just been plucked out of the golden mines. And that is why they are such a rare find. And thanks to human intervention, and also thanks to predators around here, the golden T-Rex has sadly been critically extinct. So unfortunately, we may not be able to see this beautiful Rex in the future. But let's cross our fingers and hope. However, all predators have to eat, and thus, looks like these gallimimuses are on the menu. This young male T-Rex is targeting these gallimimuses to feast upon. T-Rexes would usually stalk their prey rather than resorting to a chase. You see, T-Rexes are built more for taking down larger herbivores. They're not really built for running. That title goes to their cousin, the Albertosaurus. as you're about to see in this clip. Meanwhile, if a T-Rex were to try and do that, their lungs could possibly explode, or they could suffer from a heart attack, or their legs could shatter, thanks to their enormous 11-ton weight. It thus sadly gives a disadvantage to these big creatures, but the advantage is they can take down large herbivores. Right now, this male, since he is full of experience and since he is so young, he believes he can chase these Gallimimuses. The male then attacks. The T-Rex sadly failed, and now he has to resort to different prey. It is now evening, and the T-Rex has found its suitable prey. The one and only ceratopsian to exist during the time of the T-Rex's existence, and that was the one and only Triceratops. Triceratopses are very dangerous. They have 2 brow horns they can easily use to impale the poor T-Rex, and they also have a magnificent amount of force when it comes to their charges. If this male was to forever be threatened, then the T-Rex would be very sorry he would even pick a fight with this Triceratops. So that's why he must work with his wits and keep his wits about him, unless he wants to end up as a shish kebab. As you've seen earlier, if it resorts to a chase, then this male Rex cannot do that. What he can do is at least try to attack. Right now he's trying to remain low, so that Triceratops does not see him. And thanks to the Triceratops' low profile, in this tall grass, the Triceratops can barely see him. Without wasting any more time, he attacks. The Triceratops has managed to cut this poor male's leg. However, the male has an advantage. You see, T-Rexes do not just hunt alone. Sometimes, they will hunt in gangs, or at least mating pairs. Because of this advantage, T-Rexes have been known to take down creatures that was almost twice their size, thanks to these mating pairs. With a bite force of almost 6 tons, Tyrannosaurus Rex has the most devastating bite of any land animal that has ever existed on this planet. As you can see, this young Rex has just hatched, and he's learning his few first steps. But sadly for this young baby, he's already being targeted. Another male T-Rex has spotted the baby, and sadly he goes over to it. Before any of you ask, no, this is not the baby's father. In fact, it's another male T-Rex. Sadly, T-Rexes are known to commit cannibalism, so sadly, the baby's life is short-lived. This is the first instance of dinosaur cannibalism. That was with the T-Rex. And also the other kind of dinosaur, Majungasaurus, also commits cannibalism. In the animal kingdom, only the strongest will survive. And sadly, this baby is no exception. The male shakes it around almost like a dog toy before dropping it to eat it. But before he could tuck into it, you see, the parents are not always too far away from the nest. This is the rightful father, and he is furious that this male has just killed his offspring, and so a fight likely ensues. Each are aware of how much damage they can deal to each other. That's why when T-Rexes fight like this, they would usually not want to actually bite, but instead warn each other with several roars and growls and grunts. They will sometimes use their tails or their big heads to their advantage, ramming into their opponents and slamming their bodies against each other. Once one topples over, it's game over. With very sharp teeth, one bite is almost enough to sever several layers of flesh. This T-Rex is lucky that his tail did not just get ripped off, so he retreats. This T-Rex may have lost the battle, but the thing he has not lost is his chance of getting a mate this mating season, because just like ceratopsian culture, we've discovered that Tyrannosaurus actually love scars. The more scars they have, the more attractive they are to females. And in this case, with this male's ginormous gash on his tail, it looks like he may have a good chance getting love this season. But for now, he walks away in defeat. Obviously, like most dinosaurs, T-Rexes will start off as eggs. But then, shortly after, those eggs will hatch into T-Rex hatchlings. The babies will usually spend most of their time play fighting. This may look useless, but it actually teaches them of how to fight when they get older, and when the time comes, they will be able to fight for mates. However, thanks to their lack of teeth, they're not going to actually hurt each other, since they are siblings and they don't want to kill each other. However, some may pose as competition to the other sibling for territory. That's why the siblings may engage into a mating right fight. Since the younglings are too young and too helpless to chew their own food, the parent T-Rex responsible for the hunt is going to have to chew the food for them. And just like pterosaurs and many other dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures, and even modern-day creatures, they will begin to vomit up the food in order for the kids to eat. As the parent eats the actual carcass. As the chicks grow older, their skin begins to darken a little bit, and they get faster, and they actually get their teeth, allowing them to actually go on mini hunts. Thanks to the fact that they are in their youth, and along with that, they have light weight on their side, they can sometimes pounce on their prey, essentially making them like mini raptors. However, sometimes the prey is more faster than the hunter. As you can see, the bird flew away before he could catch it. But there is another prey item that they usually go after. A small, but yet defenseless mouse. Rodents are on the menu when it comes to baby dinosaurs, especially carnivores. And this mouse will serve as a perfect snack for this little guy. Just like their parents, they will use the same techniques to hunt their prey. Just like their parents, they will hide in the brush, and then they will strike. He has caught the mouse, and now he begins to feast. And finally, at the age of 20, they will grow up into the most fearsome predator ever known in history, also known as the Tyrant Lizard King.